Hey everybody, it's Miss C. So we're going to be continuing our notes on compositional rules today. We're going to do 3 new rules. Last time we talked about the definitions of composition, picture plane, principles of design, and we got through 2 compositional rules, rule of thirds, and filling the space. So today we're going to go over 3 new rules that you can add into your little repertoire of stuff that you can pull from. And again, these are fairly simple rules still. We haven't gotten to the complex ones yet, so hopefully it won't take us too long. Come take a look. All right, so the first one that we're going to be doing is called variety of size. Variety of size. Basically, it's exactly what it says on the tin. You want to have a variety of sizes in your artwork. That means all of the things that you draw, be it dogs, trees, clouds, plants, skulls, whatever, you want them to be different sizes from each other. And the sizes in particular that I want you to look for are very simple to remember. I want you to think Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear. All that means is you have a very big size, a medium size, and a small size. Basically, what it boils down to is if you have a greater variety, you have greater interest. So let's draw some shapes over here. So first off, we're going to do the thing we're not supposed to do. We're going to have a bunch that are kind of the same. So we're going to have small, 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 small but different, but still small, and another little small one. Because they're all the same, they're not that interesting. So now we can start adding some variety here. This, if we're going to say that these are all small, they're our baby bear size. So let's go ahead and try for something a little bigger.
Faculty and staff, at this time, I am initiating a test of the Raptor system. Please follow directions as sent in the email.
Emergency system test. No, so what we're gonna have is I'm gonna draw a medium-sized pyramid back here. All right, so now we have a little bit of variety of size. We've got small, we've got medium. How about large? So I'm gonna go back here again. I'm gonna go behind these guys to draw a large cylinder. So now I've got my large. Cool. This is your Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Baby Bear size in general, but if at all possible, expand that size range. So for example, I might want to add a rectangular prism that's absolutely massive, extra large over here, and I might also want to include some very extra small other little shapes. Out and about. Elsewhere. So in general, the more different sizes you can have, the better. We've got a small, we've got a large, we have our medium, we've got an extra large, and a little extra small over here. Now, this very directly correlates to one of our principles. So our principle is variety and sometimes emphasis. So emphasis can be affected, variety will be affected. All right, now remember, these can be anything that you're drawing, by the way. This might be a dog, this might be a house, or rather, this might be a dog, this might be a house, this might be your little baby sister. It's generally referring to size. These are just the shapes we happen to know how to draw. All right, next thing is another very simple to include rule of composition, and it's overlapping. Most of you have seen overlapping before. You learn about it when you're very young. And what you want to think of it as is some object, a dog, a tree, your little sister, partially obscures or covers up. Obscures or blocks others. So some object exists, another object partially covers it up. This hand overlaps this hand. You can also have it show as some objects partially leaving the page. So for example, this guy right here is leaving the page. So let's draw this out. I'm going to start with a pyramid, nice and large to fill my space. We've already learned about that one. And behind him a little bit, I'm going to have a sphere. And somewhere over here, I'm going to have my big cylinder leaving my edge of the page. Also going to have an edge of a table over there. Magical. Where am I overlapping stuff? My sphere is being overlapped by my pyramid. And both are overlapping the edge of my table. That is where my overlapping is happening. This does not correlate to a principle of design, however. This correlates to an element of art, which we'll learn about in a little bit. And that is the element of space. Long story short, we can see that there's 3D area in our picture through illusory magic of drawing things certain ways. So by having one thing literally in front of another, we know that there has to be space between the two. All right, our last rule of the day is repetition. Again, this one's fairly self-explanatory. You know what repeating stuff is. In this case, all you got to remember is that it's more than just things. It can be repeated objects, 2 cats, 3 cats, 4 cats, 5. Textures, fuzzy cat, fuzzy dog, fuzzy fish. Or even colors, red fish, red dog, red shirt, etc. Anything that gets repeated can be, anything that gets repeated counts for repetition. And a general rule of thumb is, when you don't know what to draw, you don't know what else to draw. Repeat something. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a variety of shapes over here in a variety of sizes. So I'm going to start with some spheres. I'm going to go, I'm going to go, I'm going to go, Then let's do some pyramids. Let's have this one just going off the edge of the page. There's a pyramid. We're going to have one over here. Long, tall, skinny pyramid. Like so. We're going to do another smaller one over here. Why not? And let's draw some cylinders. Bam. Bam. Another one, why not? Bam. So these are repeated objects, multiple cylinders, multiple pyramids, multiple spheres, excuse me. We can also repeat colors. So for example, here I have a blue sphere, I have a blue cylinder, I have a blue pyramid, a pink cylinder, a pink sphere, and a pink pyramid. And again, I can repeat any color. I could do the same thing with textures. I could make some of these fuzzy, some of them shiny like metal. I could make some of them made out of water and oozy and drip, but each thing is repeated. This affects the principle of rhythm and unity. Rhythm is being things that are literally repeated. If you have repetition, you have created rhythm. This is one of the very few that straight out makes one of your principles of design. Unity comes from the fact that things are the same or things look like they belong together. Because these all have something that matches them in some way, you will create unity. Anyway, so that'll come with a little bit more practice, but those are all your new compositional rules today. Talk to you later.